A very good morning, students. I, Asad Patel, welcome you to study from home. Today I am going to teach you key elements of democratic government, chapter number 4, that is social and political, that means civics, for class 6. Okay. Now, students, key elements of democratic government. As you know that we have some different forms of government, that is monarchy, republican government, socialist government, communist government, aristocratic government, and democratic government. Democratic government is a new and very liberal form of government. In this system, people have right to speech, right to express, and leader is being chosen by people, for people, and to the people. Right? So these are some, characteristics of democratic government. Now, let me begin this chapter with this story. South Africa is a country that has people of several races. Means in South Africa, race means people from different ethnic group. Okay, different culture. Means they have white people, black people, and Indian labor. Okay, and the other people too. Africa, black people who belong to South Africa, white who came there to settle. This is South Africa. Okay, this is North Africa, South Africa. As I told you that South Africa is a continent. Okay, and we can say multicultural country. Not like America, but somehow it is multicultural country. And Indian who come as a laborers and trader during the British period. Okay, Maya Naidu, an 11-year-old South African girl living in town of Johannesburg, was helping her mother clean up her old boxes. She found a scrapbook full of pictures and newspaper articles. There were many pictures of a young schoolboy of around 15-year-old of age. When she asked her mother who the boy was, she was told that he was called Hector Peterson. He had been shot by police. Now, why that boy has been shot by police? That her mother explained that South Africa was earlier governed by apartheid. Now, what is apartheid? That law is reprehensive, that is a morally reprehensive as well as divisive. Means apartheid system in which black and white both are made a separate. Means black people cannot enter into the white society. They are not allowed in a mainstream society. Means they have they put into isolation, right? And they don't have right. Okay, they don't have right to vote. They are treated as a laborer, and they are treated as a servant, and they are oppressed by the white people. Okay, white people behave in very brutal way. White people say that you are born to serve us. Okay, apartheid means separation on the basis of race, right? As they consider black people as an inferior, means low. African people were divided into white, black, Indian and colored people. Okay, white, black and Indian colored race were not allowed to mingle with each other, to live near each other, or even to use common facilities. Means they cannot study in a white people school. They cannot sit with white people. They cannot travel in a white people coach. Okay, they cannot enter into parliament. They cannot access the shopping mall or market where white people there. Maya could not believe her ears. Maya's mother sounded angry when she spoke about life under apartheid. She told Maya that these days white spoke. Okay. Hector and other school students were being forced to learn this language, but they wanted to learn their own language, Zulu. Means white people forced this black student to learn the English, their white language, but the students want to learn their mother tongue. Right? Our mother tongue is like, for example, our mother tongue is Gujarati, so their mother tongue is Zulu. The South African police beat up the protester mercilessly and shoot at crowd. One of their bullets killed Hector. This was on 16 January 1976. Means student resist, student oppose this oppressive system, and they started, shouting. They started shouting against the government in a crowd. Then police came and started firing at the black people. Okay, the African National Congress, a group of people who lead the struggle against apartheid, and their most well-known leader Nelson Mandela fought apartheid system. Student, for your information, Nelson Mandela defied 27 to 29 years of imprisonment. Okay, fought apartheid system for several years. Finally, they succeeded, and in 1994, South Africa became a democratic country in which people of all races were considered as equal. Okay. Now, as I told you that apartheid system means hospitals are separated, so were ambulances. Ambulance means for a white people would always be well equipped, right? That was the story of that boy. Now let me once again tell you about apartheid system and separation of schools, separations of hospital. They cannot enter into a market where white people are there. Separation of hospital, as well as hospitals and ambulance were well equipped. White hospitals and ambulance for white people are well equipped and well facilitated. They are given, white people are given well facility compared to black. Okay. There were separate trains and buses. Even the bus stops were different for black and white people. As I told you, separation of everything. Not only school but also bus stand, train, station, hospital, ambulance, medical facility. Okay, so they are not given equal right. They are not given equal right, as well as they are who are treated by this black people. Non-white were not allowed to vote. They don't have right to vote. The best land in country was reserved for the white people, and non-white people had lived on a worst available land. Thus, black and colored people were not considered to be equal to white. Means they occupy a very fine and rich land of peace, and this black was being sent to the poor land. One black township was the southwestern township, Soweto. Hector, now come to the Hector. Okay, so Hector living that land, right? Okay, Hector Peterson lived here, and he and his classmate joined a protest against that language, against the people, and after this protest, during this protest, this white people, this black people, they white people try to stop their movement, their strike, and they shoot on the crowd, and this Hector was being killed by the white. Now, participation. Why we have regular election? You have already read in a previous chapter that people make the decision in a democracy through voting in elections. People elect leader to represent them. Means we have a regular elections just because we can choose a correct or a perfect leader, right? If we don't have elections, if we don't have a regular election, then what happens? Maybe some leader use their power in an arbitrary way. Maybe elected leader or maybe a person who rule the country may abuse his power, may oppress people. He may not work in a public for a public interest. That's why we have a regular election after every 5 years. For example, in a 5-year, ruling party cannot meet or cannot satisfy the people, that government will be removed in the next election. If a government work for a public interest, if government work for a public welfare, then government will elect for next 5 years, right? So that's the reason that we have a regular election. We do have a regular election, right? And in election we participate or we choose our election. We elect our leader through vote, right? And vote, age of voting is 18. Universal adult franchise, right to vote at the age of of 18 years. Okay, every individual have a right to vote at the age of 18 years, irrespective of their class, caste, religion, language, region, and education. Okay, so that you already learned in a previous class. This representative take a decision on behalf of people. In doing so, it is assumed that they will keep in mind the voice and interest of people. Okay, we elect our leader, right? And we elect our leader. Then the responsibility of leader is to keep that. The responsibility of leader is to work for a public welfare, work for a public interest. Okay, work for a public. He or she have to serve to the public, right? Because the leader, the elected leader, have the responsibilities of thousands of people and their interest for their the responsibility of their well-being. So we choose our leader to take decision on behalf of us, right? We cannot take decision of making road, we cannot take decision of making school, hospitals, right? But the elected leader who represent the people have right to take a decision on behalf of us, right? That's why we elect leader. Okay, so this is all about the story. This is not end of chapter, but this is all about apartheid system. I repeat myself once again that apartheid system is a separation between black, white and Indian colored people, right? White people, the school of white people, the hospital of white people, the market, bus, everything is well equipped and well made, and the facilities were given to the black were very poor compared to white, right? This is all about apartheid system. now regular elections, okay, participation and regular election, just because of leader work in favor of public, or leader work for a public welfare, public interest. That's why we have a regular election. So students, this is all for today. I'll explain you more about the key elements of government and this topic, other way of participating. Now, how we participate in elections, that I will explain you in my next class. Thank you.